what's going on? So today it's all about the Indian wedding season. I have two different looks for y'all that y'all can wear if y'all are invited to Indian weddings. One is an Indo-Western look and the other one is a more traditional look, like you can see. So one look is going to be like a smoky eye and the other one is the one which I've done right now. It's like a super sultry, very sharp look, but trust me, both the looks are very easy to do. So all the products that I'm using are from MAC Cosmetics, and some of them are like my OGs that I started using when I started doing my makeup, and I still use it till date. And all the products in this video are like bulletproof, high quality, very pigmented, very blendable. You can definitely trust MAC Cosmetics when it comes to makeup because this is never gonna fail you. So yeah, now I've got you covered. Let's get into the tutorial. So like I said, I'm going to be doing two looks. So the base makeup is going to be the same. So let's start. The first thing that I'm going to do is prime my face with the MAC's Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Base Lumiere. So now for foundation, I'm going to be using the MAC's Studio Fix foundation. Now this is such an OG foundation for me. This was one of the first foundations that I ever purchased and I absolutely love it, and it's very good for oily skin, and it's a little bit more on the medium to full coverage side. And I'm in the shade NC37. Oh my god, the smell takes me back to my old YouTube days. And for concealer, I'm going to be using my oldest favorite concealer, the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in the shade NC35. Believe it or not, this was the first concealer that I ever bought in my entire life. It is one of the best concealers that I've used till date, and I absolutely love it to bits. I always keep a backup of this particular concealer. So I just took it on my fingers and I'm just going to apply it under my eyes. First with my fingers. So since it's a wedding season, I want my skin to look a little bit more glowier. So for that purpose, I'm just gonna apply a liquid highlighter or a stroke cream from MAC on the highest points of my cheeks right here. So now we're gonna move on to our eyes. First, I'm gonna prime them with the MAC's Painterly Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. You can definitely use a concealer. And for our eyes, we are gonna do something really simple, but yet a little bit more on the smokier side because it's an Indo-Western look. So for our eyes, I'm gonna be using the eyeshadow palette by MAC. This is the Semi Sweet x9 eyeshadow palette. Now this is a matte eyeshadow palette, and the colors are so beautiful. So for a transition shade, I'm gonna be using this particular shade right here, and I'm gonna be applying this right in my crease. So this is gonna be like a soft transition shade, and the brush that I'm using is the MAC 217S brush. So now we're gonna deepen that up with this darker brown shade right here, and we're gonna apply this directly on our crease. And don't worry if it gets on the eyelids. That's what we are aiming for actually. And I'm just gonna take whatever is left on this brush and just brush it under my eyes. Just to give it a little bit of a shadow. And then for our eyelids, I'm gonna be taking this particular shade right here. It's like a darker brown, a very deep brown shade. So don't worry, you do not have to be very precise with this look. This is a very simple, very smudgy look. So now just to get the look from here to here, we are gonna apply a pigment. I'm going to be using the MAC's pigment in the shade Blue Brown. and then just blending it out. And now we're gonna just apply a little bit of kajal because I feel like, you know, whenever we are doing some Indian looks, kajal just gives that Indian touch. Do you guys think that? So for kajal, we are gonna use the Max Graph Black Technicolor liner. This is the eyeliner kajal, and we are gonna use this on our lower waterline, just halfway, not all the way in, just halfway. And then we are gonna apply lots and lots of mascara. For that, I'm using the In Extreme Dimension Lash Mascara, which gives you volume. Now we're gonna move on to the rest of our face. So I'm gonna start off by bronzing. For bronzer, I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Gimme Sun. And for bronzing, I'm just using my MAC 116 brush. And then I'm gonna apply lots and lots of blush. For that, I'm using the MAC Pinch Me Sheer Tone Blush. So now I'm gonna set my face before going in with highlighter so that all the powders melt and the highlighter pops. And I'm gonna set my face with my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. So for highlighter, I'm actually gonna be using an eyeshadow. This is the MAC Extra Dimension eyeshadow in the shade A Natural Flirt. So this is like a hack that I do every single time when I apply a highlighter, like using an eyeshadow, whichever is there around me as a highlight. And for our lips, just to complement our eyes, I'm going to be using like a darker brownie nudie shade. And for that, I have this MAC Retro Satin Lipstick in the shade 820. So yeah guys, this is the Indo-Western look that I created. I absolutely loved it, especially the eyes and the lips. They are complementing each other so well. And the blue brown and the darker, it's more on the reddish brownie nude side, the lipstick, and it just matches so well. I absolutely loved it. So now let's move on to the traditional look. So now let's move on to the traditional look. I've already done my base. It's the same way that I did in the Indo-Western look. Now let's move on to our eyes directly. For that, I'm again going to be using the MAC Semi Sweet x9 palette. And from this, I am this time going to be using this ochre shade right here. And we are going to use this as our transition shade. And I'm again going to use my same brush. This is the MAC 217 brush. And then I'm just gonna deepen the outer corners just a little bit with the same brownie shade that we used earlier. I'm just gonna apply the shade on the outer corners just like so. So now we are going to take the Extra Dimension eyeshadow that we took earlier to apply as a highlighter, and we are going to apply this particular one on our eyelids where there's space left. And then just blend it out. And then with the same kajal that we used earlier, I'm gonna be applying a winged liner as well, just to lift my eyes and make it look a little bit more festive and traditional. So that's about it for eyes. Like you can see, eyeliner always gets the look together. And now we are gonna just apply lots and lots of mascara. I'm using the same mascara. Now let's complete the rest of our face with the same bronzer that we used earlier. So for blush, let's use a little bit more of a pinkier blush. I have this MAC Pink Soon Satin Powder Blush. And then definitely for highlighter, I'm again going to be using the same eyeshadow. Okay, let's do this. Just taking the same eyeshadow, spraying a little bit of Fix Plus, even Fix Plus on my face. And now let's go in with a little bit of highlighter. You see that? It just instantly gives this a very glowy or liquidy glow, you can say. So now for lips, let's go with a very traditional red color. I'm going to be using the MAC's Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Dance With Me. So guys, this is the traditional makeup look. I absolutely loved how this turned out. It's so beautiful and girly. The bindi, the bangles, the red lips, and my entire makeup just looks so beautiful together. So yeah guys, those were the 2 looks that I created. I hope I inspired you all. Let me know in the comment section below which look y'all would wear this wedding season, whether y'all would go with the Indo-Western look or whether y'all would go with the traditional look. So yeah, and also if y'all did like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And now I'm gonna go and I'll see y'all in my next video very soon. Until then, bye!